worst date ever. Okay, possibly not the worst date ever, as he did not murder me. I was not cooked into any weird cannibalistic stew. Thank you, baby Jesus. Loves me best. It was just bad. The food, well, my food came. His food never came, so it was just us at a table, me with my plentiful bounty and him with nothing. So that was awkward. And then eventually we had to leave because we were going to go see the erotic puppet show, as you may or may not remember. So he had to get his stuff to go while we vamoosed. And he didn't pay, which is fine. I am enough of a feminist to believe that you don't have to have someone pay for your time. That's fine. He didn't pay for dinner, he didn't pay for the ticket to the show, but he did want to pay for my booze. Really? Really? You want to get me drunk? You're willing to pay to get me drunk? That's not classy. And this would all be fine if we had any sort of chemistry. As far as I'm concerned, there's 3 types of chemistry. You can have friend chemistry, where, you know, you have plenty of things to talk about. I just want to hang out with you all the time. Let's go on hikes, and you're going to be my new best friend. Then there's, I want to rip your clothes off and hit you like the fist of an angry god. And then there's, like, Mr. Darcy chemistry, where you want to light them on fire when you meet them. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, I want you to move your body to the nearest bonfire and die. I hate you. But I don't hate him. I don't want to have sex with him, and I certainly don't want to be his friend because we had nothing to talk about. We went to an erotic puppet show. It was full of boobs and fake penises and weird, like, saily boat ships and all kinds of interesting things, and it had this really compelling message about how artists make art and how much control they have over what they make and how the art feeds back to them, and is the art really creating itself, and the same sort of relationship authors have with authorial intent and what they mean to say and what readers bring to it, and how that changes depending on the reader, and how every reading is correct, even though it's different, or maybe they're not all correct. And it also explored the notion that you can love something so much that you destroy it, and how, you know, heartbreaking that is. And it was great, and after the show he wanted to stick around and do the talk back, but he didn't want to talk to anyone. And he was super, super indecisive. Seriously? If you want to stick around, talk to them. Say what you have to say. He didn't have anything to say to me on the car ride home. I drove him back to his car, and I told him all the things that I told you. And his response? The good news, the play was great. People behind Songabilitas U should be proud of your work. The chorus was amazing. The female lead was a real powerhouse. I enjoyed myself immensely. I think someone might have gotten smacked in the face by a boob accidentally. And no, he didn't even have something to say about that. So worst date ever.